volume 0%.
Good afternoon, and welcome to More Than Meets the Eye. I am your host, Blind Prime, and for today I have for you the Lego Roads system. Lego Roads it is a very unique way of doing Lego Roads that Lego started back in January of 2020. I picked mine up back then, and I did it originally for my Lego Modular City. But due to my cat Cream liking to jump up on the city and collect Lego figures and put them under my oven, I decided that the best place for the Lego city was out of the cat's reach. But there wasn't enough space for my roads. And I discovered a new way to use the roads whenever I started doing this channel, and I started counting studs, and I realized, oh, wait, the majority of the Transformers that have come out since Siege are Lego Road accessible. There's only a few exceptions, and if you've been following my channel, then you can go ahead and assume the exemptions from this rule. And the things that break the mold are instance too wide or too thin to really fill out the entirety of the road. But it's okay if it's too thin, like Cliff Jumper. Cliff Jumper fits in the road pretty nicely. I think I have him on the road right now. But yeah. So the Lego Road system is pretty unique, and it is something that I wanted to share with you guys. So before we really get into it, please do everything below that everyone else asks you to do. And also, we're going to discuss 3 terms that you'll need to remember for this video. Term number 1 is a Lego pad. Now, a Lego pad, or a Lego base, as some call it, and we'll use pad for this video, and maybe for future videos if we talk more Lego stuff. But a pad is like this, my Lego measuring pad. It's got studs on the top, but on the bottom it's got all these little holes where the pressed out the studs, but there's nothing connectivity on the bottom. It's flat. It's almost like a tile, except it has all these little holes in it, and smooth. It's flush with the ground, and you can wiggle it around on the ground, and there's no problems. But you can't go stacking these things and combining them together. That's not how Lego pads work. Now, the second term I want to talk to you about is Lego plates. Now, Lego plates are different. Lego plate is what you have whenever you take 1/3 of a Lego brick. So 1/3 of a brick, where did my bricks go? Here they are. 1/3 of a brick is a plate. I'll give you the brick right there beside it and give you an idea if you can't see. I mean, if you can see. If you can't see, it's just 1/3 of a normal Lego brick. Now, that means that you need to put 3 Lego plates on top of one another in order to achieve 1 Lego brick. All right, that's covered. We know pads, we know plates. Tiles are just a little different, but they are plates. Except here, and I'll just take this one off again, and there's a tile. A tile is almost the exact opposite of a Lego pad. Where a Lego pad has studs on the top and nothing on the bottom, this one has flat, perfectly smooth top with connectivity points on the bottom to connect your studs into your bricks. And that's a Lego tile. A tile has smooth top, bumpy underside. There we go. So, tile, pad, and plate. Congratulations. All right. So, when we're talking about this, and we'll definitely be talking about it, but I got to get all these guys off. So, first off, we'll talk about why I have all these Transformers on here. The Transformers I have talked about on the show have averaged at 8 studs wide, like I explained earlier. So, here is a little cityscape of traffic in Cybertron kind of thing, or on Earth. We have Nemesis Prime with his trailer. He fits quite nicely on here. We have Crosshairs. He fits well. We have Oh, nuts. I forgot your name again. How do I keep forgetting your name, Mr. Onomatopoeia? All right, we have Mr. Onomatopoeia, the white and red tank, War something, which wow. Can't believe I forgot his name. He's one of my favorite. Wowza. I can't believe I forgot his name. We have Jazz right next to him from Studio Series 86. He fits well. We have Slammer from Kingdom. He fits quite nicely. We have Crosshairs from Siege. He fits well. We have the Earthrise trailer from Optimus Prime and Nemesis Prime from the special Netflix combo thing. He fits nicely in there. And so does Barricade here and Ratchet from Cybertronian from a Bumblebee movie. Ratchet does fit. He fits quite nicely. It's a little tight, but you know he's 8 studs wide exactly. And then we have Brawn from the Bumblebee movie as well. So let's go ahead and remove these guys, and I'll talk about what makes these really fun. So go ahead and remove all the Transformers, especially War Treads and Warcaller, Warchief. God, why am I forgetting his name? How can I forget your name? For some reason, there's just a couple of Transformers that their names just constantly slip my mind. We're gonna, you know what? We'll just have you roll across all the way. Just go ahead and turn yourself around over here. Move the Lego pad so you get all the way around. There you go. Just park you right there. All right. We're just going to have to pick this cat and slide him below. And nothing left? Nothing left. Okay, cool. We can talk about it. Now, this set came with, I think, 108 pieces or 116 pieces or something like that. It was $20 back in 2020 money. I don't know how much that means in 2022 money. I think it may be $25 or $26 now, you know, with the amount of inflation that we've had. It comes with a road sign, a couple of road signs. I have no idea what it says, but it's a square road sign. And it comes with the pieces necessary to build stoplights, traffic lights. It's just 3 bricks with studs on the sides stacked on top of each other with a little plate on top, a 1 stud wide, 1 stud length plate that has a little edge on it to cover everything. It's got a little parrot beak on the end. And I have no idea if I got the colors right. Honestly, I can't remember if it goes red, yellow, green, or green, yellow, red. I can't remember. But there you go. And that goes there. It comes with 2 of them, or enough pieces to build 2 of them. You can do whatever you want with the pieces, of course. It's Lego. It comes with some little bars to make them tall. Though they're not tall enough to fit underneath to fit over the semi-truck trailer for the Earthrise Optimus Prime. So you do have to do something if you want to make it taller. But it has a Technic piece on the bottom, so that's pretty easy. You just Technic it up just a bit, and there you go. Actually, you know, you can forego, if you have the pieces, forego this bar entirely, this little lamppost bar it comes with, and do it all out of Technic, and you'll probably get a better height and a little more control about the customability of your traffic lights on how tall they could be. It also comes with this little round sign here, which I have no idea what it says, but there's a little round sign. I forget what the round ones mean. Then again, it could be going by European standards on traffic signs, so beats me. I don't know. All right. This thing also comes with quite a few of these ramps, and these ramps are pretty neat. They're tile ramps, like they have a completely smooth top, but they're 2 plates tall. They go from no plates tall to 2 plates tall in the ramp form. And it has this little hook over on the end, little ledge that has some stud connectivity underneath it, and you can connect it to the studs on the edges of the roads. So let's talk about the road. Oh wait, before we talk about the road, I'm going to bring up an exception to the rule because I wanted to showcase an exception. Exception is Rodimus Prime and other Transformers that are of his size group, because Rodimus is 10 studs wide at his wheels and up to 13 studs wide if you count his crazy weird yellow spoiler thing. All right, so he fits, you know, he doesn't really fit on this road much, but you put him in the center of the road, you know, put a little wide load sign on front of him and he's good. You know, this is a good road for him. If a bit too thin, but then again, it's Rodimus. You know, he can just push others off the road. He's not that cruel to do that, though. All right, let's talk about this pad here. So we're going to remove the 2 ramps on the sides. Now this pad is it's 2 Lego plates stacked on top of each other with a smooth top that has occasional Lego studs, so that you can connect these road sections together. It's got 2 sets of 4 Lego studs on each of its 4 sides, and you can either put 1x4 tiles on the sides of it, or you can put 2x4 tiles on there and allow it to connect to other plates like I have with the road signs and the traffic lights. The connection between the two road plates is just a 2x4 tile. And a very, very, very unique thing I want to talk about with this is that they did something cool with the paint. The paint app on these is textured. Nobody ever talks about this, and I wanted to share it with you. If you are visually impaired, you won't have any problems figuring out which one of the tiles are the lines for the road and which ones aren't, because of the fact that they have this texture. Let's get it close to the camera so you can hear it. It makes a noise like a scrapey noise when you run your fingernail across it, but when you run your fingernail across regular tile, it just sounds like you're running your finger across a smooth surface. All right, the best example for this, let me move these ramps out of the way, put it back. Come on, ramps, go back into all your little spots. There's one, and here's the other one. And we'll move over here to where I have the crosswalk installed. Now these road plates are 16 studs wide by 16 studs long by 2 plates tall. And that means that you can really get some cool stuff with them, and they fit very well with other systems that you may have. So let's just disassemble all of this section so I can pull out. Yep. Break everything, Max. Break everything. All right, there we go. So the here is the Lego Crosswalk. Now, I brought out the Crosswalk because I wanted you to hear it. It's all paint, and you can just run your fingernails across it, and it makes this weird noise that tells you this is a painted crosswalk. And the crosswalk is 16 studs long by 8 studs wide, and I don't know if it comes with every road system, but it came with this one. And something else I've discovered, because I'm always on the search for diorama stuff, because I've just always loved dioramas. I'm a lover of play sets. I'm a lover of building unique and cool city stuff, and having the action figures and accessories and stuff around that. So it's really fun whenever I can find something that will give me the kind of thing I like, which is I really enjoy having these little road plates, and I really enjoy having stuff that fits into the scale of the collectibles I own. And so Lego people are roughly 1 inch tall. I know that it's in the metric system where they were created, but in the imperial system, they're roughly 1 inch tall. And that's a really cool thing, because these Transformers, all of them just about, since Siege. Now, I'm not sure about before Siege. I don't have many things from before Siege. But since Siege, including Studio Series, I have noticed that it seems like they're based on the fact that their drivers, we get Barricade here from Earthrise, their drivers are 1 inch tall. These things fit with Lego. They are scaled appropriately with Lego. So with that in mind, I hope that many of you can do some really creative things with the understanding that, like, your Lego garage, like if you bought the corner garage from Modular, well, that's scaled for Transformers. That little the little thing that raises the vehicles up in there, you can put you could put your Jazz on there, and it will raise Jazz up, and it will work just like a garage, but for Transformers. And that's something I really wanted to share with you guys. Like, wow, it surprised me whenever I figured that out. And the little gas station there, you can use it for your Transformers. in their vehicle modes. And you can make a little robots in disguise kind of city. You just need more tiles to hide all the open studs to make it more, more Transformers like and less Lego like. But for the most part, that is an avenue that you can go down if you want cool dioramas for your Transformers. And this Lego pad right here, these Lego roads will also, they're amazing. They're versatile. They're maneuverable. Let me bring out an old Lego pad before we end this so that you can understand the difference. Here is an old Lego pad. It's 32 studs wide by 32 studs long. The road inside of it is 18 studs wide, and you get 7 studs on each side to do things with. Now, the normal thing to do, if you got one of the Lego city buildings from the modular creator set, we'll say state city garage for this, even though it's a corner building. All right, we'll use diner. So you get the diner, okay? First off, you'll have to rebuild your entire diner on its pad so that one stud of the diner is over its pad that it comes with. And that way you can take that one stud lip and connect it to this pad. And then after you've done that, you take all of the sidewalk pieces, the little mailbox, the 2 little plants in their pots, and the lamppost, and you put it all right here on this part. And then you've got your Lego road. But that kind of sucks. That's a lot of work, and you end up with this Lego road pad that's 32 studs wide. So you have a city building that's 32 studs wide, and then you have this Lego pad that's 32 studs wide. And that means that you now have 62 studs worth of, 64 studs worth of space that you need to come up with in order to showcase one building. And that's a lot of space. That's a lot of space. This, on the other hand, changes it all. Screw this road plate. It's gone. All right, you used to pay $20 for 2 of them. You can pay $20 for 4 road plates and a crosswalk. Well, in 2020 money. It's definitely a bargain. It's definitely better than it was before. And even better than that, when you're rebuilding your Legos modulars, because you still have to rebuild them for them to fit this new type of road. But you take 16 by 16 Lego plates and you stack 2 on top of each other. Then you take those 4 stacked plates and you flip over your Lego structure, your Lego modular structure, of course, after disassembling it all the way down to the first floor and taking out any loose pieces. I definitely want to emphasize that. Don't go flipping over your Lego structures if you haven't taken out all your loose pieces and your extra people. Then you want to carefully peel up the underside of that and put down these 16 pads. After you've, of course, reassembled the floor of the structure on the pads as you've taken it apart, and then you put that structure on the pads. And when you do that, the sidewalk in front will be 2 plates tall, and then you put tiles because the sidewalk's made of tiles. That makes it 3 plates tall, which makes it the size of a stud. And as you've seen with this, when you put a stud next to it, the stud has 1 plate over the road. That gives you a curb. You can actually get curbs in your Lego cities now. Really nice curbs. 1 stud off of the road curbs. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think that these road systems are going to definitely be amazing, and I've seen more of them come out, and I'm hoping that Lego continues doing it. It uses less plastic. Well, maybe it doesn't use less plastic, but it's definitely more versatile and more modular, and you can get a lot more from it. And even the cooler part is the undersides of these Lego roads have the connectivity points. So if you wanted to get really creative with your Lego city and actually build an undercity, like a subway system and sewage system and all the underground pipes and networks and stuff, you can do that, and you can put these roads on top of it. Even better, you can set it up where they have little tile points, so all you have to do is just peel off a section of road to see the subway underneath the road. And that's a cool thing that I'm super excited that Lego's done. And now you can get more 3-dimensional with your Lego cities. And I know I started this off with Transformers that I've kind of gone into Lego. But I was just super excited about it, and I really hope that Lego keeps doing really fun things like this. And the fact that you can utilize these Lego pads for your Transformers dioramas is even better. Well, not Lego pads, Lego plates. Road plates, not road pads. Uh, I've blathered on long enough about this. I hope that you've enjoyed the show. I hope that you've learned something about Lego today, and I hope that you consider utilizing these Lego roads in your Transformers dioramas. It would be really cool. All right, well, that's enough time for today. Tune in next Prime, where we will be discussing another weaponizer in our ongoing Transformers Weaponizer series. All right, well, until then, bye bye for now.